Hi everyone, I'm back. I want to talk about false light, the dark energies that we have all around us and have permeated the New Age spiritual community. So I want to specifically talk about God's mouth. What is it? How does it work? What is it doing? And is it good for us? Let me start by saying that God's mouth is what I received in a healer's space. What they did was they ran a code through my body using God's mouth in order to put special codes within me. Now, my experience tells me that this was wrong. This was not okay. This was a violation of my energy body. And so I do have a video clip that I'm going to show you right over here as to what the God's mouth is, okay? So in this video, you can clearly see that this practitioner, she looks the part. She looks like she's loving and caring. She has a support person there with her to catch the man as he falls. And this is what she's doing, however, is she's manipulating his energy field and then running code through his energy field until he finally drops. And that is something that I experienced as well in a group healing experience. Now, let me share with you what is God's mouth. So God's mouth is a portal or an energy chakra at the back of your neck, okay? Now there's a reason why we have that there. It is the entry point and exit point of our soul or spirit. That is at the back of the neck. So people who wake up in the morning and have like a really sore neck, it's because when they were astral traveling, they were doing serious, intense work. They were battling the dark. They were warriors. They're working really hard. They, were experiencing perhaps stress or traumas while in the astral form. And then coming into the body, you wake up with a sore neck because you carried with you all of those stresses and traumas that you experienced traveling astrally. Now, there is a way to rid ourselves of that neck pain by simply saying out loud or in your head, I do not consent to receiving pain, stress, trauma, or abuse while in the astral realm while I am sleeping from now on. And you will find that you will wake up with no more neck pain. Trust me, it happened to me. I had the worst neck pain as a child. Even I would wake up and my pillow would be thrown across the room. I'd have a sore neck. I remember my mom, when I was a kid before school, would have to set me up with like a contraption that she got from the chiropractor. I was seeing chiropractors. I had consistent chronic neck pain all my life. I have been seeing acupuncturists, massage therapists, and chiropractors as well. And it's because of what I'm doing astrally. When I'm not in my body, I'm returning to my body and carrying forward some of the pain, stress, and trauma of doing my battling and doing my spiritual work in the astral realms while I'm sleeping and bringing that back into my body. So back to my topic, the God's mouth is the location at the back of your neck, right? This is the entry and exit point of your soul. This is also where people can put things through into your body, right? This is an entry point as well. So, priests, as you know, wear a very high collar on purpose to protect this from demons attacking them and going into their body. That is why priests wear the high collar. Now, this was all very, very interesting to me. And oddly enough, I didn't even question that. I was still like, well, this is how people receive healing. You can receive good things in that way as well. So priests, again, wear the high collar to protect themselves from demons. So it is known in that religious organization, in that culture, that that is possible. And so, therefore, the high collar to protect oneself and to be sovereign and to maintain one's own energy field. And so with God's mouth, what they will do is they will place a hand at the back of your neck and place a hand over your third eye. And what they'll do is they'll cycle code through their body and then through yours. And it just goes into a cycle. Now, when they're doing this, what this is they're channeling through energetic frequencies and codes through your energy system. There are many reasons why this is not okay. Number one, let's just say, for example, that the code and the frequency that they're sending you is for your highest benefit and that it's healing or activating or clearing. At the same time, the person that is sending it is also sending potentially their past traumas, their current anxieties, their worries and fears, or even perhaps their demons or dark entity attachments that they have. That is the risk. That is the danger. Nobody should be putting code through you in that way. They should not run code through you. I know it looks good. I know it looks really cool when you see someone doing it. And that's what I thought. And I went into a space where I had the experience. I wanted to know, well, how does it feel? What is it like? At the end of the day, it is not safe. It is never safe. And then they could tell you that they're putting through a healing code, but then they're actually putting through something else. Now, I will tell you, I've learned a lot more about this false light spiritual teacher that I called out on my YouTube channel. I will put that video below in the description so you can watch that and find out who it is. But apparently, when people are asked, are asking him about what is exactly the code that you're putting through people when you do God's mouth, he responds with, tell them it's an FU code. An FU code. Basically, it's none of your business and I'm not going to tell you. So that is your immediate sign and indication that he had never good intentions with using that code on people. And so again, I had the experience where I went through this healing event and I left this healing event not feeling okay with something that was going on in there. I did some inquiries. I found out some really dark information about what this man and his healing is all about. And I learned that this code put contracts in me, messed my discernment, clouded my clarity, my third eye, and changed my soul path. Perhaps I even got more codes than everybody else. Maybe not everybody else in that room got the same codes I did, but I certainly think that that was a large part of the purpose behind the group healing tour that he was doing around the world and what codes were involved. So in saying this, God's mouth is the chakra at the back of your neck. And when people want to run code through you, no, 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 no. You have the full power with your intention to change your energetic body. If you say it in your head or if you say it out loud, nobody has to do this circus act with you, playing with your energy. They know what they're doing, and this is an optimum time to be manipulated, okay? Nobody messes with your energy. Nobody says, I'm just going to do this with your energy and then run code through you. Don't let anyone go near your God's mouth chakra, the entry point of your soul. Don't let anybody cover your third eye with their hand to run anything in it or through it, okay? This is my biggest lesson. And so God's mouth, it was new to me, but now I'm seeing it. And so if you see it too, such as the lady in the video that I just shared, I don't know this person, I haven't met this person, I'm just going to make the awareness, a public awareness statement that this is not okay. Nobody should do that to you. If there is something that you need to be supported in, such as healing or clearing, have somebody support your own healing process without them having to run code through you. It is not necessary, okay? That's all I'm going to say with this little tiny clip of this channel. And I'm going to go through many more examples of what I've learned that are really critical for your information and awareness, because many, many people are going to be waking up as we approach closer, as we get closer to the fifth dimension, as we are leaving the third dimension. More and more waves of people are going to be waking up and they're going to be looking for teachers. They're not going to know where to start, but they're going to look for the coolest little trick that, look at that, this man, like, he starts shaking and then he's falling over and then he's healing and it's amazing and it looks really cool and this woman's all dressed in white, so she must be beautiful and angelic. And it's nonsense. It's a show, and I don't actually have any evidence to say that this individual in the video is running through a dark and negative code, but I could say that that's definitely not a good idea, because we don't know this woman, what she went through, where she's coming from, what traumas she hasn't healed, and what she's sending through you, right? And so that's what I will say. I am going to talk about channeling as well. Channeling was my favorite topic for years. I followed channelers. I listened to channelers and their message. At this point in the game, however, I am on the opposite side of that. I don't think that channeling is okay. I don't think that channelers always give the most accurate, in-depth information that we should have access to. I think that the part of that is a manipulation. Perhaps some channelers are pretending. Perhaps some of them are not. I do believe it's real. I don't think it's okay. Have you ever heard of an ET channeling through another ET? No, because that's not something that they would ever do. So I will do another video, so please watch out for that. Please like and subscribe so that you can follow this story of uncovering how we can identify potential dark infiltration into our spiritual practice, into our healing modalities, how you can identify a false light spiritual teacher, somebody with dark energy, and how we can identify this so that we can protect ourselves. We have to have discernment. And the only way that we can do that is if we share stories of an experience we had and what we learned as key identifiers of what to watch out for so that you feel prepared in order to tap into your own inner discernment to decide if this is something that you are desiring or something that you should be cautious of and avoid. Okay, that's what I'm doing this channel for. I think it's extraordinarily critical at this point when we are approaching ascension and getting so closer and it moving so faster, so much more faster, that the dark energies are really ramping up and trying to wreak havoc on light workers and star seeds and movements of spiritual healing. And we're all here excited to learn from all these amazing healers popping up in the spiritual community. But there is something very unsettling about somebody who will want to run code through you by invading your energy body, essentially, with codes that you perhaps don't know what they are, and maybe even they don't. So I will say that, and I will share more videos about these topics and what I've uncovered and what I've learned. And I hope that you can move forward in your spiritual journey, feeling empowered with knowledge, wisdom that I'm sharing, as well as your own discernment. And please follow, because I will be interviewing some individuals who are, very professional and also very aware of what is really going on in the spiritual community. And they're going to share their experience and their wisdom as well. That will be very helpful for others moving forward, because I think that we need to start sharing this information. I think it's critical. I think it's important. So please continue to follow me. Feel free to share below in the comments. What have you had an experience where you received God's mouth coding activation? Have you met with a spiritual teacher that ended up being not compassionate, but very ego-driven and greedy and selfish? Please share your experience, because it is with sharing that we come to understanding what's really going on as a collective right now, because us light workers need to support each other. Much love to you.